just getting on here for all the girlies who are in their 30s. I'm 33, turning 34 next month, and I'm just fucking done dating. Like, excuse my language, but I'm done. Like, for a while there, I was on a kick for the younger guys because that was all that was hollering at me. Because I must say, I think I look pretty good for being 33. So I was like, okay, I'm done with the young ones. Like, they're too immature. Like, I'm looking for something more serious in life. They're not doing it for me. Cool, whatever. I reunite with an ex that I was with when I was 22, and this was like always the one who got away from me. Mind you, he is 3 years older than me, gonna be 37 in January. This man is emotionally unavailable. So they're too immature in their 20s, and then they're possibly still emotionally unavailable in their 30s. I understand why my mom is 60 years old and still single and just said forget it, because that's what it's about to be.
Five things that I'm too old for as a 45-year-old woman. Number one, dressing appropriately. Hey, I'm still gonna wear those sexy outfits even at 45. Number two, smoky eye. I don't think I can pull it off anymore. I think I just look like a clown. Number three, cheap travel. I don't think I could do hostels anymore. I like a nice, cozy, luxurious bed. Number four, I go back and forth on this one, but it's tattoos. I love tattoos on other people, but I'm just not sure that I can pull it off and look cool with a tattoo now. Number five, long lines. I just don't have the patience to wait. Even if it's an exclusive item, I'm not waiting in a long line.
I've seen a lot of different videos on TikTok lately about this, so I wanted to do my own video about it. And that is what it's like dating women in their 40s. Now, I don't know about you, but I am a lot different now than I was in my 20s and my 30s. And everyone comes with baggage, every single person. So if you think one person has more over another, you might be right. But I don't think it has anything to do with the age necessarily. It has to do with how they've coped and dealt with that stuff and how they've grown. So women in their 40s tend to be more mature, a lot wiser. They don't give a shit as much as they used to. And that can be liberating in itself. They like to have fun. They just want to go with the flow. They're not really worried about what's going to happen next. So if you are not sure if you want to go down that road, that's up to you, but give it a consideration because we're a lot of fun.
Okay, so as a woman, one thing that I'm very sick and tired of seeing is all of these women giving bad advice, especially to the younger women, because you know what it is? Misery loves company. I see all of these women in their 30s, 40s, 50s that are giving terrible advice to women in their 20s and even younger than that. So coming from a woman, I'm going to be honest with you and I'm going to tell you what hitting the wall means. So men value different things than women do. They value beauty, youth, and they value someone that respects themselves. When you start aging, your biological clock is ticking, and that is just a real fact. Going into your 30s, your options are going to be less than when you were in your 20s. And those guys around your age are now looking at the younger women, and you're going to be competing now with the 20-year-olds for the guys that you want. And then now when you're ready to start settling down and possibly start thinking about having kids, those same guys might feel like you're rushing them and they might not want the same things at this point. So then the dating market starts getting stressful, and then now these women are rushing for time because now their biological clock is really ticking and they want to go through the stages. And then a lot of them end up single, a lot of them end up childless because they chose to have fun in their 20s instead of looking for a relationship. And they thought that when the time came that they did want to settle down, that they would still have all the options that they had when they were 20. But then reality hits, and a lot of them end up childless and single and not by choice. So don't listen to all of these women that are saying that they're so happy and they're so content with not having children and they didn't want to get married, because the reality is that a lot of them did, most of them did. And by that point, they just didn't have a choice anymore. And so they had to accept that now they are childless and single. So of course they're going to make the best out of it. But what I don't like is that they're preaching to the younger generation that this is the way to go. Because if they could have chosen otherwise, they would have.